pitcher for the Sooke Loggers is Tyson Barkman. And Brad Esical will lead things off here for 3 cheers, playing center field. Shane Boland batting second, playing short. Blair Esical playing third and batting third. Jason Hill's the DP. Ryan Boland will be the first baseman tonight. Jeremy O'Reilly is playing right field. Colin Walsh is the starting pitcher. Ryan Kirk's doing the catching, and Justin Gill is playing second base. And playing left field and not hitting is Eddie Hefferon. My name is Chris Abbott, and I will be your host for this game here tonight. And folks, there's an absolute logjam for second place here at the event. Recently tweeted out the link for that at Chris Abbott. 3 cheers are at 3-0. Quebec is 2-2. Nova Scotia is 2-2. The Kelly's Pub Bulldogs are 2-2. The host Charlottetown Faucets are 2-2. The Sooke Loggers at 1-2, and the Saskatoon Diamondbacks at 1-3. So absolutely anybody's tournament here right now, as 3 cheers could all but guarantee themselves a double life with a win in this one. And everyone else is going to be scrapping it out tomorrow in the final day of the round robin. So we're set to get underway. It's going to be Barkman pitching to Banner. Brad Esical is the hitter for 3 cheers. First pitch from Barkman's high and outside for ball 1. Three cheers wearing the purple tops and black pants. Sooke in the blue tops and white pants. Swing and a miss for the drop on the drop ball away. 1-1 count to Esical. This Sooke Loggers team pulled off a huge victory over the Saskatoon Diamondbacks, who were favored to be in the top of the standings here after the round robin. In the Diamondbacks' favor is the fact that 6 out of the 7 teams do get through to the playoffs, but a double life is looking less and less likely for the Diamondbacks. They will certainly have to win both their games tomorrow for that to even be a remote possibility, and one of those games is against the heavily favored 3 cheers pub squad. Folks, like to say hello to everyone tuning in back in Newfoundland, Labrador, where it's coming on 10 o'clock. And, of course, everybody in Quebec, where it's an hour earlier, about 20 after, or excuse me, it's not Quebec, it's BC, and it's 4 hours earlier, where it's about 20 after 5. I looked out, saw those blue jerseys, and just thought Quebec. Already getting loose down in the pen for the Loggers is number 20, Scott Life. That one's inside to Esical for ball 3, 3-1. Folks, you see at the bottom of the screen my Twitter handle, at Chris Abbott. You can also get in touch with us in the booth. Community, the number 1, sports at gmail.com. Community1sports at gmail.com. Here's the 3-1 from Barkman to the leadoff batter, Esical. Foul back to the screen for strike 2. Full count here to the first batter, Esical. And he's called on the outside corner for strike 3. Esical will go down looking, 1 away.
Is the shortstop, number 9, Shane Boland.
So just looking at Barkman's pitching stats coming into this one, he has thrown 10.1 innings, 10 1/3. He's given up 3 hits and 3 runs. Shane Boland at the plate here now. Takes low for ball 1. Barkman pitched against Nova Scotia yesterday. It was the hard luck loser in a 6-inning performance, giving up 2 hits. Today he beat Saskatoon, going 4 1/3, only giving up 1 hit. So Barkman is 1-1 coming into this one. Shane Boland at the plate for Newfoundland Labradors, batting .300. He's 3 for 10 with a couple of walks and a strikeout. That's inside, and Boland will foul that one off down to the Sooke bullpen. We got Vicky Mullally checking in on Twitter there, the sister of Stephen, who is en route to Charlottetown as we speak. Mullally will join the Three Cheers Pub team tomorrow. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Shane Boland, the shortstop for Three Cheers. Drop ball on the outside corner. Boland goes down looking, and Barkman is in a groove early.
Now batting for Team Newfoundland is the third baseman, number 8, Blair Esico.
Blair Esico comes in here now with 2 down. Blair is 3 for 11 with 2 RBIs and a strikeout. A couple of sacrifices. Batting .273. That one's low for a ball on Esico. Starts the same way Shane Boland did with the drop. Got Japper Williams checking in. He's been with us all week. Esico lifts this one into short center. That's going to be down out there in no man's land, and it'll be a single for Esico here.
Player number 10, Jason Hill.
With 2 away, and Jason Hill will come to the plate. Jason Hill had a home run in the first game this morning. This is the 3rd game for Three Cheers today. Hill is 5 for 12, batting .417. He's got a home run and 7 RBIs. Esico the runner at first. On a cool night here in Charlottetown. The days have been hot, the nights not so much. Says it's 21 degrees currently, but it is certainly not. It's, well, maybe it's 21. It was about 30 today, so it has cooled off, but maybe not all that cold in the grand scheme of things. Drop ball outside to Hill to start off this at-bat. Here's the pitch from Barkman to Hill, the rise ball. Nothing there. Here's the pitch from Barkman. Low and away. Esico gets a good lead over there at first. Had a question from one of the viewers in Newfoundland. Matthew Byrne wants to know what the Newfoundland Labrador team records are. Kelly's Pub are 2-2. They're done for the day. Jason Hill rips this one to right. It is curling around the foul pole and foul. No discussion as to whether that curled around the foul pole. Anyway, to finish that thought, Matthew Kelly's Pub are 2 for 2. They've finished up for the day. They're out to the Sud Zone for sociable. And Three Cheers are 3-0 coming into this one against the 1-2 Sooke Loggers. Ryan Boland waits on deck should Hill reach. Two balls, 2 strikes. Tyson Barkman stealing on the hill here for Sooke. Esico's running. Throw down, and he is out. Good job by the shortstop for the Loggers, Walushka, to pick that throw up and apply the tag to Blair Esico. So he is DOA. Jason Hill will lead off in the top of the second. So, folks, heading to the bottom of the first inning, it'll be Chris Walushka leading things off. Then it'll be Chad Bryden. And then the second baseman, Andrew Midwinterich.
50 tickets out, folks. We have the winning number here. So the winning number tonight for $216 is number 054028. 054028 for $216. If you are the lucky winner, please come to the operations trailer to collect your prize. Thank you.
So we'll head to the bottom of the first inning, and Colin Walsh will see his first mound duty of the tournament. Walsh, the left-hander, pitched for the Swayburg Crush on the ISC circuit a little bit this year. And Walsh will get his first duty of the tournament here tonight. The lineup for the home team BC Sooke Loggers, as mentioned, Chris Walushka leading things off at short, Chad Bryden playing third, Andrew Medwedrich on second. It will be Blake Hunter playing first base. Brian Banners, the catcher. The DP tonight, Ben Edgington. The left fielder is Todd Belton. The right fielder tonight is Jesse Grieve. And the center fielder batting ninth is Nick Medwedrich. Around the field for the Three Cheers Pub. On the infield, you got Blair Esgel on third, Shane Boland on short, Justin Gills on second, Ryan Boland at first, Eddie Heffern in left, Brad Esgel in center, and Jeremy O'Reilly is out there in right. Matthew Byrne, one more question, he says. Where are Nationals next year? Actually, just had that discussion with a few people around the park. There is no host site determined as of yet, so folks start getting on the bandwagon, and let's get this tournament in St. John's next summer. Dwayne O'Quinn checks in with his question of the game, and Dwayne always has a good question. He says, being from Corner Brook, I don't get to see my St. John's fast pitch, and currently we have no fast pitch out this way. So in your opinion, who's the best pitcher in St. John's? You can't say Uncle Colin. How many pitchers does Three Cheers have on their roster? All right, so Colin hasn't pitched in a long time, so I definitely wouldn't say him. Sean Cleary's the best pitcher in the St. John's League right now. Sean is a member of this Three Cheers team. I believe he will be in town and able to throw one ball charged to the batter for some unknown reason here. Some sort of delay of game type penalty, I think. Anyway, so to finish that thought, Dwayne, Sean Cleary is the best pitcher in the St. John's Senior League right now. And in terms of pitchers available on the Three Cheers roster, there's Sean Cleary. Sean Witten will do most of the pitching or all of it in the playoffs. That leadoff ball is hit out to right. Jeremy O'Reilly tracks it down, and there's one away. So to finish that thought, Witten and Cleary will do the heavy lifting, if all of it, in the playoffs. Jason Hill's on the roster. He can pitch. Blair Esgel, who is playing third right now, is available to pitch. Colin Walsh is also available to pitch. So I guess that would be 5 guys you would consider as available arms for the Three Cheers Pub squad. But 2 guys who are primarily pitchers in Sean Cleary and Sean Witten. So again, Dwayne, thanks so much for the question. Keep them coming, bud. Glad to have you with us all the time. Change up outside. Bill McLean chiming in on the Twitter, relaxing back at the Econo Lodge in his master suite. Bill's joking around saying he got 3 double bids in his room over there. Drop ball on the outside from Walsh. That's a strike, strike 2. Bill says he'd love to see them kept in Charlottetown. I would come to Charlottetown for this event every single year. Here's the 1-2 from Colin Walsh, the lefty, way outside for catcher Ryan Kirk. And Kirk back in there catching his second game today. We mentioned that Kirk was used to handling Jason Hill locally, and Colin Walsh also plays for Three Cheers locally. That's a ground ball out there to short. Shane Bolin on to first, 2 down. So Colin Walsh very used to pitching to Ryan Kirk as they worked together on the Kelly's Pub Junior Canadian squad last year as well. Vicky Mullally checking in, saying the stream we're providing here is the best she's ever seen. So thanks, Vicky. We appreciate all the positive feedback we got, folks. It's really encouraging. We're glad that everyone who isn't able to be here is tuning in and enjoying the coverage here on Community One. 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 3 batter, Midwedrich, the second baseman. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Colin Walsh comes set. That one's going to be out into the other batter's box for a ball. Walsh is going to want to come a little bit closer than that one. The 2-1 pitch coming from Colin Walsh to Midwedrich. Lasered foul there. 2-2 now the count. Colin Walsh looking to get his team back in on the sticks. Here's the pitch. Drop ball outside. Hits his target, but it was a little bit low and away. Full count here. Colin Walsh, the lefty, gets set to deal. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Colin Walsh gets the Sooke Loggers from BC in order. So we've got a game going, folks, between Tyson Barkman and Colin Walsh.
No hits, there were no errors, and nobody left on base. After a full first inning, score is 0-0.
So 1 inning down here, and coming up in the top of the second, it'll be Jason Hill, the designated player, Ryan Bolin, the first baseman, and Jeremy O'Reilly, the right fielder. Ladies and gentlemen, Inside the AUS returns to Community One for its 3rd season this September. Inside the AUS is an in-depth look at the players, coaches, administrators, and fans of Atlantic University sport. Inside the AUS is available on demand on fiber optic television and online at bellalliant.net/community1. And we're pleased to have the host of Inside the AUS here with us this week, calling the games alongside. And that's Bill McLean. And Bill has his top-ranked show on the network coming back in mid-September. There'll be stories from all the universities that compete in Atlantic University sport, from the Memorial Seahawks to the Varsity Reds to Cape Breton University and UPEI. Jason Hill set to get things going, and the AUS season will be kicking off very shortly. Football and soccer on tap, ready to go to coincide with the start of the school year. Here's the first pitch to Jason Hill. Low and away from Barkman. Ball 1. Hill was at the plate last inning when Blair Ezekiel was thrown out on the stolen base attempt. Time called as the home plate umpire tries to keep Hill in the batter's box with that back foot. 1-0 pitch to Hill is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Barkman with the deliberate delivery. Explodes hard out of that slow windup though. Low, 2-1 to Hill. As I mentioned before, Hill is coming into this one with 1 home run, 7 RBIs through the first 3 games for 3 Cheers. Batting .417, rips this one down the left field line. That is foul and just over the hot dog shack out there. The hot dog stand at the park, aptly named Get Your Hot Dog. Chad Hughes checking in. Huge Fawcett's fan, but hard not to root for this 3 Cheers team with the ridiculous talent they put on the field every game. Thanks for checking in, Chad. That Fawcett's team is not far behind, if they're behind this team at all, as we saw last night. An 8-6 win eked out by 3 Cheers. And my money is still on those 2 teams to meet in the championship game here this week. But that's why they play the games. You got a logjam here for second place. Never, ever count out Donnie Scott and Andy Skelton. Those guys are competitors. Jeff Ellsworth, Mark Johnson, Mark Arsenault. What a team they've got assembled over there. So don't count the Fawcetts out yet. They had a hard loss here tonight. But they're certainly going to be there when it counts. Great crowd support for the Fawcetts this week. Chop back up the middle. Hill running hard. That takes a bounce. And Hill is gunned out by the shortstop over there, Walushka.
For 3 Cheers, Bob, is the first baseman, number 5, Ryan Boland.
So Ryan Boland will come in here now. Ryan Boland's batting .417 as well. He's got a home run and 4 RBIs, 5 for 12. He struck out once. Ryan Boland having a fairly easy day today in terms of catching gigs. He caught the game against the other Newfoundland squad. That is just foul down the left field line. But Ryan DP'd in the game this morning, played a bit of first base, and he's playing first base again tonight. As Ryan Kirk has shown himself to be an ample backup, allowing the veteran Boland to get the rest he needed. Ryan Kirk is actually batting 1,000 coming into this one, 2 for 2 this morning. Got to feel good for Kirky. I know his father Jeff is watching at home. Here's the 0-1 to Ryan Boland. That is low for ball 1. Amber Fury checking in on Twitter, cheering for her team. Here's the 0-1. The 1-1, excuse me. Boland with an excuse me swing. That's carrying way back, and that's off the fence. Ryan Boland's going to be in there with a stand-up triple.
Now batting for 3 Cheers, Bob, the outfielder number 22, Jeremy O'Reilly.
So Ryan Boland continues to show off his speed here this week. That time a triple. And now Jeremy O'Reilly's going to step in for 3 Cheers. As Boland hits the 1-out triple. O'Reilly batting .500, 3 for 6. He's got an RBI and a couple of walks. Real nice mix of youth and veteran players here for 3 Cheers here now. And all of a sudden, I don't know when this happened along the way, but now the veteran guys are Jason Hill and Steve Mullally and Ryan Boland. Those guys are considered veterans now. It wasn't long ago. They were the young guns. Brad Esgel. These guys have seen it all, done it all. They're the veterans, and now bringing along the next group of Colin Walsh and Ryan Kirk, Jeremy O'Reilly. Real nice mix here. Sean Witten, the elder statesman on the squad. ripped and knocked down. No play at third base. And O'Reilly is gunned out at first. But Ryan Boland will score on the RBI ground out by Jeremy O'Reilly.
Pitcher's spot is the pitcher, number 6, Colin Walsh.
Real nice play down there by the third baseman, Bryden. Chad Bryden knocks that one down. Would have liked to have made the catch on the line drive, but still makes a nice play. Boland with some heads up running, scampers home. Question here, are there any Newfoundlanders playing on teams besides the Kelly's Pub Bulldogs or Three Cheers? The answer, finally, is no. It's been a long time bringing all the Newfoundlanders back home to play. And you can say that there are no other players playing with other provinces. Everyone wants to represent Newfoundland and Labrador, as now Newfoundland and Labrador is considered a fast pitch powerhouse. Stephen Rice checking in on the Twitter, the brother-in-law of Three Cheers coach Lee Coase. That one's inside to Walsh. Steve Rice says with minor ball on the rebound, it would be great for the kids and the game, and that's in reference to bringing the tournament to St. John's next year. As far as I know, a host site is yet to be determined. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. 2-0 here to Colin Walsh. Walsh fouls that one into the screen in front of the Three Cheers dugout, a little bit behind that offering from Barkman. Lots of Newfoundland and Labrador fans checking in on the Twitter. Is anyone out watching in BC tonight? I'm sure there is. Check in on Twitter at Chris Abbott or community1sports at gmail.com. The one in Community One Sports is the number 1. Here's the 2-1 to Colin Walsh. Fouls that one to the screen again. And the pitcher Walsh is now in a 2-2 count with 2 away here in the top of the second. Ryan Kirk, the catcher, waits on deck. Walsh fouls that one back, the Barkman rise ball. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Colin Walsh from Petty Harbour, Newfoundland, Labrador. 22-year-old here with 3 cheers. Inside, nice pitch, the curveball from Barkman gets his team out of it. He gets Walsh looking for the 3rd out of the inning. After 1.5, 3 cheers pub lead the Sooke Loggers 1-0.
Team Newfoundland scored 1 run on 1 hit. There was no errors and nobody left on base. Now, Softball Canada would like to thank the organizing committee and its dedicated volunteers for working so hard to make these Canadian championships successful and fun. We would also like to thank the fans for their continued support of the game of softball, as well as the athletes who take part in this prestigious event. And now, let's get on with the game. Up for the Sooke Loggers is first base number 12, Blake Hunter.
So it'll be Blake Hunter, followed by the catcher, Brian Banner, and the DP, Ben Edgington, against Colin Walsh and the 3 cheers pub here in the bottom of the second. Hunter's playing first base, batting 4th. Coming into this one, he's batting .286, 2 for 7. He's got a home run and 2 RBIs. Oh, all I had to do was call out the people in BC. Megan Golding checking in. Darcy Walushka. Says he's got the Blue Jays on the big screen, Big Brother on the little screen. I don't know about that one. If you're watching the Blue Jays and you're watching Big Brother, how are you watching this game? Let us know who wins the head of household, Darcy. Clearly a joke. I know what you mean. Coach Bully checking in, saying no Naftal on the Newfoundland and Labrador rosters. Mike wasn't able to get the time off work as, of course, this is an amateur event. So Mike was slated to play with the Kelly's Pub squad, but wasn't able to get the time away, and that happens for guys for sure. It's a long time here at the tournament, 5 or 6 days, so won't see Mike Naftal at this year's event. Kyle checking in, says looks like Barkman is throwing gas tonight under the lights. Barkman is throwing very hard. Very hard. He has that slow, deliberate windup, and then he just explodes off the rubber. 3-1 count here on Hunter from Colin Walsh. That's going to be a walk to start the inning. And catcher Brian Banner will come in.
For the Sooke Loggers, the catcher number 38, Brian Banner.
So the leadoff hitter's on. Banner, the catcher, comes in. We'll see if he bunts. Yes. They got the runner picked up. Oh, ball, very unlike Kirk not to take that throw down the gill. Didn't want to throw it into right field. They had the runner caught off first base. Banner tries again to get it down. Nothing doing. 2 strikes now to the catcher Banner. Wednesday night here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. No place you'd rather be, folks. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's the 0-2 from Walsh. On the outside corner as Banner was going to try and get it down again. Twitter is on fire here tonight. Darnell Barkman checking in Manila, watching Uncle Tyson chucking live. That one is ripped to center. That is off the fence, and around to score will come Hunter. And Banner is in there with an RBI double off the center field fence.
Now at bat for the Sooke Loggers, the designated player number 15, Ben Edgington.
So Edgington will come up with nobody out, runner on second, and we're into a tie game. So Darnell Barkman, the Thrilla in Manila, watching this one on the laptop over there. Looks like early morning. Brooks Robinson checking in. This is great. Lots of people checking in on the old Twitter. Enjoyed the love for Vancouver Island earlier. Walushka, Big Brothers are always better, says Brooks Robinson. I'm not going to get into that argument. Outside for a strike on Edgington. 1-1. Nobody out. Banner's the runner at second. Drop ball on the outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coach Bully is watching the game with his sweet daughters, he says. Emily and Jane, that's it. Get them into the ball. Big swing and a miss. Strike to Edgington. And they're going to have a quick chat here after the 2-2. This is a strategy 3 Cheers used earlier today, too, after a 2-strike pitch, having a little conference on the mound. Gets the batter out of his rhythm, and then you come back and get him with strike 3. That's the second time they've used that today. Not sure. Maybe there's a chat about how to approach the batter, but it seems to me last time they had a two-strike conference. Then the next pitch got the batter swinging, so that's interesting. Stephen Reardon checking in, saying any reason why Cleary hasn't pitched yet. There's a very good reason why Sean Cleary hasn't pitched yet. That's because he's still in St. John's. With all the time the boys have to take off work with the ISC schedule and everything throughout the year, Sean and also his Team Canada commitments, Sean's going to be here for the playoff round. So it's not a thing where they're saving him or anything like that. He's just simply physically not here. Two balls, two strikes. Walsh dealing here to Edgington. Drop ball outside for a ball. And there's some guys scurrying in the Three Cheers bullpen, or the Three Cheers dugout. Looks like we might have a bullpen session about to start over there. And that's ball 4.
Now batting for the Sooke Loggers is the left fielder, number 16, Todd Belton.
And on cue, Jason Hill has gone to the bullpen for Three Cheers. John Kelly down there getting his catching gear ready. Kelly also available to catch for Three Cheers. Never even really thought about that. No balls, one strike to Todd Belton, the left fielder. Runner on first and second. Might see a sac bunt here. Nobody out. Belton takes a ball low. Here's the 1-1. Changeup is high. Walsh having a little trouble finding the zone here right now. Runners on first and second. One away. No away, excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter Belton. Drop ball in the outside corner. Walsh gets the call. 2-2. This is a big batter in this game for Colin Walsh. Jesse Grieve on deck, the right fielder. This is hit out to second. Gill tosses it on to Bolin on to first. Ryan Bolin can't come up with it. And a run will come in to score. And it looks like Ryan Bolin might have taken the ball in an uncomfortable place there. Got him right in the chest by the looks of things. He's gone over to the bench to take a breather.
For the Sooke Loggers is the right fielder, number 24, Jesse Grieve.
Yeah, he took that right on the nipple. And Ryan will shake that off. Tough guy that he is. So Banner will come around to score. Edgington is retired on the fielder's choice for the first out. And Belton moves down to first. So runner on first, 1 away is the damage there. And Sooke leads this one 2-1. That one's high. Kirk is all over it. Ball 1. So Belton's on first, reaching on the fielder's choice. Jesse Grieve is up, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Grieve is 0 for 8 coming into this one. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Colin Walsh, the pitcher for Three Cheers Pub. Jesse Grieve at the plate, and Todd Belton, the runner at first. That's fouled away. Someone got brave for a quick second, tried to grab that in the stands, then decided to get their bare hands out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Grieve. The center fielder, Nick Midwedrich, is on deck. Vicky Mullally sends in a tweet, says she can hear her mom clear as day telling off the umps. She might get escorted off the field yet. Well, you wouldn't be a Mullally if you didn't get escorted off the field now, would you? 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's high and inside. Grieve lets that go for ball 2. 2-2 the count, 1 away. Sooke leading this one 2-1 in the bottom of the second. Ripped inside the line. Esco can't get to it. Heffern's going to pick that up, and the runner will hold at second, Belton, and Grieve reaches on a single.
Team BC is the center fielder, number 4, Nick Medwedrich.
And that'll bring Colin Abbott out for a mound visit with young Walsh. As Nick Medwedrich is at bat, Chris Walushka is on deck. Nick Medwedrich is 1 for 5 coming in here. He's got no home runs or no RBIs. He's got a walk and 3 strikeouts to his credit. So that conversation on the mound has been broken up, and we're back ready to go here. Runners on first and second, 1 away for the 9-batter, Nick Medwedrich, the 6th batter to come to the plate for the Loggers here in this one. Drop ball in there for a strike, strike 1. Brittany Graham checking in. Catching the game from Toronto, wishing I was in PEI with Joran Graham. I was hoping to see Noftel in this game too. That one's outside for a ball. And Joran just threw the win against the host team. That one is ripped at Blair Esigal. He's going to step on third. Doesn't have a play to make at first, and Esigal will hold on to the ball. Fielder's choice will retire Belton for the second out. Medwedrich will move down to second, Grieve will move to second, Medwedrich to first on the fielder's choice.
The shortstop, number 11, Chris Walushka.
So Walushka will step in with runners on first and second, 2 down. Colin Walsh looking to get out of this jam, having only given up 2. That one's high across the letters for a strike. High drop on Walushka for strike 1. Ripped out there into right center. That's going to score 1 for sure. Walushka will stop at first. And Medwedrich will come around to third. So 3-1 the score as Grieve now will come in to count.
Now batting for the Sooke Loggers is the 3rd baseman, number 3, Chad Bryden.
So Bryden will come to the plate. That'll send Colin Abbott down to see if Jason Hill is ready to go yet, as Colin Walsh is struggling here in the second inning. Hill's been down there for a while and pitched already today. Looks like he's fairly loose. 3 cheers calling time on the mound to buy a little bit more time. So Chad Bryden will come in. He is the 8th batter here for the Loggers in the second, and they have got the defending champs on the ropes. That pitch is outside for ball 1. That is fouled off into the concession area. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and third for the Loggers. and 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. It's after 10:03 local time, so we're looking at another late finish here tonight. That one just fouled down the left field line. No visible foul call from the umpires, so a couple of people wondering what the call was. Normally you'll see the arms thrown up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, Colin Walsh to the left-handed hitting Chad Bryden, who grounded out to short in his last at-bat. And that one's going to hit him. And I think that's going to be all for Mr. Walsh. As
bat for the Sooke Loggers is the second baseman, number 29, Andrew Medwedrich.
That will be it for Colin Walsh on the mound. Jason Hill's going to come into this bases loaded jam and try and get him out of it. And we'll see if there's any other changes to go along with it. We still got Kyle out cheering in BC. We've got the cross-Canada battle going on here. Eddie Heffron's going to come in. Looks like they're going to move Walsh out into left field. And Hill, the DP, will come in to pitch. So Jason Hill will come on to pitch here in the bottom of the second inning with the Loggers with the bases loaded. Colin Walsh is knocked out of this one.
Position changed. Jason Hill is now pitching. And Colin Walsh is now playing on left field.
So Colin Walsh will pitch 1 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks and a K, and Walsh is also responsible for the 3 runners on base, should any of those come in to score. So Walushka will move down to second on the hit batter. Medwedrich still over on third. Bryden is on first. And the second baseman, Adam Medwedrich, who struck out his first time around, will come up with the bases loaded, the number 3 hitter for the Loggers. And he can bust this one wide open like Ric Flair in a cage match with a hit here. So Hill's on to pitch. He'll pitch the win this morning. Just bring up his pitching stats here. Hill's got 7 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, had 10 strikeouts, credited with the win, and now comes into an absolute jam here. Bases loaded to the number 3 batter for the Loggers. So Jason Hill is a slippery individual. Let's see if he's able to wiggle out of this one. Medwedrich still looking for his first hit of the tournament. That's down there for a ball. Trevor Carew checking in, says it's a rare off night for Colin Walsh. He'll bounce back. Absolutely. Colin Walsh is a competitor. That one is drilled into center. That's going to score 1. Brad Esigo with the throw to the plate cut off. They will get the out at third, but not before 2 more runs score. And the Sooke Loggers take a 5-1 lead over 3 Cheers Pub Bud Light. So it's a 2 RBI single for Medwedrich. Belton and Nick Medwedrich will score. Or excuse me. Nick Medwedrich and Walushka will score. Bryden is picked third for the third out. So, folks.
BC scored 5 runs on 4 hits. There were 1 error and 1 runner left on base. And then at the end of 2 complete innings, Team BC is leading by a score of 5-1.
So that'll close the book on Colin Walsh. He pitches 1 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, and a K. And Jason Hill is now into the game. Walsh, the pitcher of record, unless 3 cheers, can chip away at this and come back. And if there's a team here at this tournament that can chip away at a 5-1 lead, it is certainly 3 cheers, but they're going to have their work cut out for them with Tyson Barkman throwing well out there on the mound. So buckle your seatbelts, folks. We're either going to have an upset or we're going to have a huge comeback. Either or, it's going to be exciting. Ryan Kirk will lead things off, followed by Justin Gilden. Back to the top of the order for Brad Ezigal here in the 3rd inning.
Now batting for 3 cheers, Bob, is the catcher number 16, Ryan Kirk.
Kirky comes into this one batting 1,000. He was 2 for 2 in this morning's game and his only 2 at-bats. He singled, doubled, and drove in a couple of runs. He cuts at the first one from Barkman for strike 1. Barkman comes set. Kirk with a heavy swing and a miss, strike 2. So a big lead built up by the Loggers here on the strength of that 5-run second inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ryan Kirk goes down on 3 straight pitches. And it'll be Justin Gill with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd.
For Team Newfoundland is the second baseman, number 3, Justin Gill.
So Gill will step in here now. Gill is batting .556. He's 5 for 9 with 3 RBIs coming into this one. Take strike 1 there from Barkman. Swing and a miss, foul tip, actually. Strike 2 on Gill. And Barkman has thrown 5 straight strikes to start the inning. Here's the 0-2 from Barkman to Gill. That one's fouled away. We'll do it again, 0-2. So not what anyone expected for the Loggers here today after day 1. Looks like they've shook off the jet lag and they are ready to play. No balls, 2 strikes on the 9 batter, the second baseman, Justin Gill. Here's the pitch from Barkman. That hits Gill on the ankle. That's got to smart.
Now batting for 3 cheers, Bob, is the outfielder, number 11, Brad Ezigal.
Brad Ezigal will step in now. Justin Gill, the runner at first. Good wheels. Anything in a gap or down the line will score Gill, undoubtedly. Haven't seen Brad Ezigal unleash the power he's had in the last couple of national events. Of course, Brad hit the walk-off home run to win the gold medal last year. They don't get much bigger than that. Brad is just a mere 1 for 10, not Brad Esical-like numbers coming into this one, and is yet to have an RBI. Barkman is set out there on the mound. Gill the runner at first. Esical rips that one down the line, foul. And that's more the kind of swing we're used to from Brad. But he's in a hole now, 0-2 against Barkman as well. So after getting this lead, Barkman is attacking these Three Cheers Pub batters, and that is the right strategy if you're Tyson Barkman and the Sooke Loggers. Here's the 0-2. And Brad Esical rips that one to right. It is back, and it is gone. Brad Esical with a Bell Alliant bomb to right field. Opposite field power from the middle Esical, and Three Cheers Pub just like that are back in this. Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
Back for Team Newfoundland is the shortstop, number 9, Shane Boland.
So Brad Esical brings Three Cheers right back into this one. Only one out here in the top of the third inning. Shane Boland will lead things off. Excuse me, we'll get things back going after the Esical home run. Barkman delivers. Boland tries a bunt right to Barkman. Medvedrich wasn't really expecting a bunt, was a little late getting over to cover, but he does get there, and Boland is retired. 1-4.
Now at bat for Team Newfoundland, we have the third baseman, number 8, Blair Esical.
So it'll be Blair Esical now, the third baseman. Blair singled his first time around, was caught stealing. Blair Esical, with 2 outs, takes pitch high for ball 1 from Tyson Barkman. Here's the 1-0 to Blair Esical. Takes that one for a strike. Drop ball right down Main Street. 1-1. Barkman comes set for the 1-1 to Esical. Swing and a miss, and Blair takes a big rip at that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Upcoming the 1-2 pitch. There's 2 down in the top of the third inning. Esical fouls that one back hard off the backstop. One ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman, Esical, batting third in the Three Cheers lineup. Fouls that one back, ricochets off a couple of posts and rolls back out here into the infield. Count remains 1-2. Amber Penny checking in, so she was just starting to doze off. Well, I'd say my call just woke you up a little bit, Amber. Sorry if I scared you. Go check the doors, make sure there's nobody else there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch from Barkman. Change up gets Esical swinging, and that'll do it for Three Cheers in the third inning, but they get 2 runs courtesy of the Brad Esical Bell Alliant bomb to right field, and after 2.5, BC leads this one 5-3. It'll be Blake Hunter, Brian Banner, and Ben Edgington coming up in the bottom of the third.
Sluggers is number 12, the first baseman, Blake Hunter.
Folks, make sure to catch the East Coast Sports Show with Bill and Izzy on Community One this summer. Bill McLean, Izzy Germain, Eric Moffat, and myself will take you on a weekly tour of local sporting events across Atlantic Canada. The East Coast Sports Show is available on demand on your Bell Alliant fiber optic television and online at bellalliant.net/community1. Jason Hill now dealing to Blake Hunter. Hill falls off the mound and sends a pitch up into the backstop a la me in minor ball down in Portugal Cove, St. Philip's, Newfoundland, Labrador. So 2 balls to count here to Hunter. Hunter walked and scored last inning. So Boland and Gill give Hill a hand, straightening out the humps and bumps left there from Barkman's inning. And they'll get things going again here, and it's 2-0 to Hunter, the first baseman. Rise ball in there for a strike. And that one must have been at the top of the strike zone. Not real happy about it is anyone in the ballpark. 2-1. Same pitch, call the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's a 3-1. That's in there for a curveball and a strike. 3-2 the count. So Hill is back in there for the 3-2 count. And walks the first batter.
Now up for the Sluggers is the catcher, number 38, Brian Banner.
So Banner comes in after the leadoff walk here to Hunter. So this is how last inning started. Hunter walked, and then Banner doubled him home. Outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Banner. Hunter's the runner at first. Nobody out. That is skied out there into right. Bradley Esco comes down with that. That one was higher than Rob Van Dam on a Monday night.
Now batting for Team BC is the designated player, number 15, Ben Edgington.
And Edgington will be the batter here. Hunter stays at first. Banner flies out to center field. One out here. And pitch from Hill is fouled to the right. No balls, 1 strike. Hill comes set. Changeup goes high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edgington walked his last time, was erased on a fielder's choice, going to second. That one is skied foul down the right side. Jeremy O'Reilly gives chase over there, but it falls well beyond the fence. It's 1-2 on Edgington. The Loggers lead this one 5-3 here in the bottom of the third. Curveball inside, doesn't get the call, a little bit low, 2-2. Hill doesn't seem very comfortable out on the mound there. Gill and Bolin trying to work on that landing area. Seems like it's a little bit soft out there. You can hear it when their feet go over it. It's been a long day. A lot of people pitching out there on that mound, so I'm sure it's not in the best of shape out there right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Changeup is down the middle for strike 3, and Edgerton goes down looking. That'll bring the left fielder, Todd Belton.
Is the left fielder, number 16, Todd Belton.
Hunter still the runner on first. Kirk can't hang on to that. And scampering down to second on the wild pitch is Hunter. One and 0 is the count here on Belton. That one's fouled back, 1-1. One and 1 the count, 2 away. Runner on second for the Loggers. Belton's going to look to trade places with him and make this a 6-3 game. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hill pulls the string on that change up there on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 is the count here on the left fielder, Belton. Reached on a fielder's choice last time around. Hill goes back inside, and that one's fouled back to the screen. Sherry Walsh checking in on Twitter, cheering for Brad Ezigal. Here's the 1-2. This one is lifted into center. Ezigal gives chase. That's going to fall into no man's land out there, and Belton's got an RBI single. Hunter will come around to score. 6-3 now for the Loggers.
Now batting for Team BC is the right fielder, number 24, Jesse Grieve.
Jesse Grieve will come in. Grieve singled and scored last time around. Two down here now to Grieve. Runner on first is Belton, who just had an RBI single. And the Loggers lead this one 6-3 over the defending champs. Swing and a miss on the rise ball, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Same pitch, and Grieve misses that one as well, 0-2. 0-2 to Grieve. The runner's on second, 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. The Loggers have added another run and lead this one 6-3. Here's the 0-2 from Jason Hill. Goes up there again. 3 rise balls to Grieve. He touches neither. And the Defending champ, 3 Cheers Pub, get out of this, but after 3 complete, they trail the Sooke Loggers 6-3.
No errors and 1 runner was left on base. At the end of 3 complete innings, Team BC leads the game by a score of 6-3.
Folks, Belline Community 1 is proud to be the exclusive webcasting partner of the 2014 Senior and Masters Men's Canadian Fastpitch Championships here in Charlottetown. Join us for the rest of the week. We'll have every game from both fields for the Senior Men's and the Masters right there on bellalliance.net/community1. If you've got friends and family with other friends and family playing on the field, let them know where the stream is. Tell them where they can find us.
Team Newfoundland is the pitcher number 10, Jason Hill.
So Jason Hill, the pitcher, will lead things off here in the top of the 4th inning. Sooke are leading this one 6-3. It'll be Jason Hill, Ryan Boland, then Jeremy O'Reilly. Hill grounded out to short his last time. Barkman back out there for his 4th inning of work. Hill hits that one up the middle. Medwedrich is on there, and that is 1 away.
Now batting for 3 Cheers Pub is the first baseman number 5, Ryan Boland.
Ryan Boland now for 3 Cheers. And Hill just looked gassed after he hit that ball. He didn't even have it in him to run down after pitching the inning. First pitch is low to Boland for ball 1. Boland chops this one out to short. It's going to be a close play. And he is retired, 6-3.
Now batting for Team Newfoundland is the right fielder number 22, Jeremy O'Reilly.
So Scott Leaf is warming in the Sooke bullpen, and Blair Ezekiel is warming in the 3 Cheers bullpen. Ezekiel hasn't seen any mound duty here yet this weekend. O'Reilly takes a first pitch, ball low. Barkman comes set. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Jeremy O'Reilly at the plate. Tyson Barkman still throwing well. O'Reilly will chop this one out to short, and that is thrown on to first, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 for 3 Cheers in the top of the 4th.
Newfoundland scored no runs, no hits. There were no errors, and nobody was left on base. And the score is 6-3 for Team BC.
So leading things off in the bottom of the 4th inning will be Nick Medwedrich. Chris Walushka is second, Chad Bryden up third.
Fantastic personal rewards, but umpires have the best view of the game, guaranteed. Visit softball.ca or contact your provincial or territorial association to learn more about how to become an umpire.
It's got some more positional changes here for 3 cheers. Blair Ezigal's going to continue to warm. Jeremy O'Reilly's going to move from right field to third base. Eddie Heffron is going to go from the default position back out into right field, the flex player. So Ezigal will continue to warm up down the sidelines while O'Reilly plays third base. Heffron will move out to O'Reilly's right field position.
So now batting for the Sooke Loggers is number 4, Nick Medvedrich.
So Jason Hill out back to work here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch strike to Medvedrich. Changeup is in there for a strike, 2. And Hill's working ahead on the 9 batter in the order. Chris Volushka on deck, singled with an RBI and scored a run last time around. Medvedrich reached on a fielder's choice and scored himself in the 2nd. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. Drop ball inside, strike 3. Down goes Medvedrich looking. And Hill seems to have hit a little bit of a groove here.
That is number 11, Chris Volushka.
So this is Volushka's 3rd at bat of the game here on the top of the bottom of the 4th. He is 1 for 2. Strike 1 from Hill on Volushka. That one looked to be a spinner right down the middle. Little curveball from Hill on the right-handed batter for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Volushka. Doesn't chase, ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one gets to the screen, and Volushka is going to beat that down to first. Not a whole lot going right for a 3 Cheers pub here right now.
Now at bat for Team BC is the 3rd baseman, number 3, Chad Bryden.
So Bryden will move down or move into the batter's box. Volushka's on first. Bryden was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. And he's hit by a pitch in this at-bat.
Now up for Team BC is the 2nd baseman, number 29, Andrew Medvedrich.
Andrew Medvedrich will step in here now. Hill looks to be fatiguing very quickly out on the mound. Checks over with Bryden, make sure he's okay. 1 out here This is a ground ball to short, taken nicely by Bolin for Gill on the first for the double play. Nice work out there by the middle infield on 3 chairs. Bolin to Gill onto Bolin for the double play.
Team BC scored no runs, there was no hits, there were no errors, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 4 complete innings, Team BC leads the game by a score of 6-3.
And a great job by our camera operators to get that grounded into the double play. That's a hard one for him to pick up on the one camera angle there, and he got it all. So great work down there on the sidelines. After 4 complete, BC still lead the defending champ 3 Cheers Pub 6-3.
Now at the top of the 5th inning, the first batter for 3 Cheers Pub is the left fielder, number 6, Colin Walsh.
So Colin Walsh is going to step in here to hit now. Walsh started the game on the mound, was knocked around, gave up 5 runs, and was promptly banished to left field. Jason Hill came in. Jason's pitched 2 1/3. He's given up 4 Ks. Or he's got 4 Ks, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. Ball 1 to Colin Walsh here. One and 0 to Colin Walsh. Foul back to the screen. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out. So Walsh leading off here in the 5th inning, defending champs trailing the Sooke Loggers 6-3. Tyson Barkman throwing well out there. Walsh rips that one off the glove of the third baseman. Walsh is going to round first. Walushka with a great play, but throws it out into right field. Walsh is over to third. So Walushka tried to make a quick play, got himself in trouble. Walsh reaches on the double. The Walushka throwing error will get him to third base.
Now batting for Team Newfoundland is the catcher, number 16, Ryan Kirk.
Walsh over at third on the leadoff double. And then the error, throwing error by Walushka gets Walsh over to third. We've got a runner on third with nobody out and Ryan Kirk at the plate. Ryan Kirk looking for one of his moon shots, I am sure. All he needs to do is single here, though. Got lots of help coming behind him. Ooh, just missed that one as Kirk was just a split second behind that pitch from Barkman. Inside on Kirk for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 to Kirk. That's outside. Faking the pass ball in there. was the catcher Banner. Didn't sell that one very good. Ryan Kirk, the big hack at that rise ball from Barkman, comes up empty. Randy Frame and Trevor Crew in a bit of a conversation about how brutal it's been for the teams that played 3 games today. It seemed like Nova Scotia were here all day playing in the heat. I think they played at, well, it must have been 10, 2, and 6, or 10, yeah, I guess, something like that. Or anyway, it seemed like they were around the park all day, and Frame just chimes in on Twitter, says, the shower felt great. Nova Scotia had a decent day, though. They're sitting at 2-2 in the logjam with everybody else. Here's the full count pitch to Ryan Kirk. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the defending champ catcher.
Now at bat for the 3-cheer spot is the second baseman, number 3, Justin Gill.
So it'll be Justin Gill with Colin Walsh on third. If they were ever going to try something like a squeeze play, it would be now. Infield is in for the Loggers. And Gill takes the drop ball for strike 1. Gill with amazing speed. If he puts the ball on the infield, you're going to have a hard time getting him. Doesn't matter if it's a hard hit ball at you or not. Infield is in. Gill tries to sneak down the bunt. No dice, though, and he is now in a hole 0-2 with Brad Ezekiel on deck. Ezekiel with the 2-run Bell Alliant bomb last time he was up. No balls, 2 strikes to Justin Gill. Colin Walsh led off the inning with a double and reached third on the Walushka throwing error. But that'll be it for Gill, and now with 2 out, 3 cheers have yet been able to cash Colin Walsh.
Now at bat for the 3-cheer spot, center fielder number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
So Ezekiel is up. He homered last time around. Deep home run to right field, and no pressure, Brad, but the boys are looking for another one. That one's low. Ball 1 for Ezekiel. Shane Boland waits on deck if Ezekiel can reach. Here's the pitch from Barkman. Ezekiel fouls that one back off the screen. Here's the 1-1 to Brad Ezekiel. Runner on third, 2 out. Swing and a miss on the rise ball, strike 2. Approaching 11 o'clock local time here in Charlottetown. Still here in the 5th inning. So we'll be handy on midnight before this one's over. Great pitch there by Barkman. And Brad Ezekiel gets the courtesy of not getting rung up by the umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Walsh the runner at third. And Ezekiel is down on strikes. That is a huge one for Tyson Barkman. After Colin Walsh reaches third with nobody out, he gets the side in order on K's. And after 4.5, Team BC leads the defending champs 6-3. Okay, back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. And folks, tomorrow on the Community One Network, we will again have all the games. Bill McLean's going to be with you for the first game at noon. It's the Diamondbacks against the Three Cheers Pub. That's going to be a big one. I'll have the PEI Faucets versus the East Hants Mastodons at 2 p.m. Bill will have the Kelly's Pub Bulldogs and Sooke Loggers. Another big game tomorrow at 3 on Diamond 2. I'll be here for the 4 p.m. game between Quebec Senior and Three Cheers Pub. Bill will have the 6 p.m. game on Diamond 2 between the Diamondbacks and the East Hants Mastodons. I will have the 6:30 game between the host PEI Faucets and the Kelly's Pub Bulldogs, and Bill McLean will take you home tomorrow night, as I've done the 2 8:30 gigs so far. Bill will have tomorrow night's late game between these Sooke Loggers and the Quebec Seniors. That's a foul ball off the foot of Hunter to start, or for a second strike here in the bottom of the 5th. So we'll be on the air at noon Atlantic tomorrow and be with you right up until, well, probably around this time of night again. 2 games on field 2 tomorrow, and it should be a great day for Fastpitch. That one's high out of the zone for a ball. That one's fouled off into the night. One and 2 the count here to Hunter. He's walked twice and scored twice. Rips that one foul. So Hunter 0 for 0 with 2 runs scored. Tyson Barkman through 5 innings has only given up 4 hits and 3 runs. He's got 8 strikeouts. Two on the outside corner, called a strike to the dismay of Blake Hunter. And that was certainly borderline. 1 down. But too close to take with 2 strikes, as they say.
Now up for the Sooke Loggers is the catcher, number 38, Brian Banner.
So Brian Banner, who tried to get Colin Walsh with the fake pass ball move. That's a new one. I've seen the fake throw to center field. Strike 1 on Banner. Rise ball on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 in there, same spot, a little bit lower this time on Banner, and Hilly's ahead 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Jason Hill. Change up, Banner waves at it, and Hill has struck out the first 2 batters this inning.
Now batting for Team BC, the designated player number 15, Ben Edgington.
Two out for Edgington. Walked and struck out in this one. Rise ball on the outside half of the plate for a strike from Jason Hill. It's a curveball inside. 1-1. This one is popped up over here. Ryan Boland's going to take it at first base. F3 for Edgington. And that's going to do it. We're heading to the 6th inning.
No runs, there were no hits, no errors, and no runner left on base. At the end of 5 complete innings, Team BC leads the game by a score of 6-3.
So we'll head to the 6th inning, and down to their last 6 outs are Three Cheers Pub, the defending champs. They have not lost many games at these national tournaments over the last couple of years, if any. I'd have to double check my stats, but I don't know, but they've run the table a couple of straight times. They're in danger here of falling to the Sooke Loggers in the 6th inning. Tyson Barkman's throwing well out there. Shane Boland, Blair Esgel, and Jason Hill due up here in the 6th inning for 3 cheers. I should be able to have those stats available. Last year, 3 cheers ran the table at 8-0. And in 2012, they ran the table at 6-0.
Number 5. No, sorry. Number 9, Shane Boland.
So yeah, since they've started this streak, 3 cheers have not lost a game at Nationals in more than 2 years. Shane Boland pops this one up to the right side. It's going to get down and foul. And over the fence goes the first baseman out and corralled that foul ball. Hunter goes out and over like he was eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Shane Boland leading things off here in the top of the 6th inning. He grounds that inside the bag and fair. Boland rounds first hard. Holds up, and a great throw from the left fielder, Todd Belton, to get that in and keep Boland at first base. Blair Esgel stepping in here now.
Not bad, number 8, Blair Esgel.
So since losing the championship game in Owen Sound in 2011 to the Kitchener-Hallman Twins, this squad has not lost a game at the Senior Nationals. Round robin or playoffs. Esgel fouls that one back to the screen. So the Sooke Loggers looking to make a little bit of history here. And 3 cheers looking to show why they have not lost a game. Here's the 0-1. Blair Esgel bunts. And the draw is dropped at first base by Medwedrich. And Esgel is on.
Now up at bat for Team Newfoundland, number 10, Jason Hill.
And all of a sudden, the tying run is at the plate in the form of the slugger, Jason Hill. So all of a sudden, not so far out of it are the defending champs. 2 runners on, nobody out. Meat of the order, Jason Hill, Ryan Boland coming up. Barkman certainly feeling the heat out there now. He was able to get out of the last jam by use of the strikeout. Let's see what happens here now. Nobody out, top of the 6th inning. Hill just misses hitting that one 3,000 feet, sends it a couple hundred back behind us. No balls, 1 strike. Jason Hill batting against Tyson Barkman, the ace for these Sooke Loggers. Times called by Hill in the box. Shane Boland, the runner at second. Blair Esgel, the runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Ryan Boland waits on deck. Jason Hill represents the tying run at the plate. Pitch from Barkman is grounded hard to second. There's only one play. They'll get Hill. And Ezekiel and Boland move to second and third, respectively.
Now at bat, the first baseman, number 5, Ryan Boland.
And now your tying run is represented by the first baseman, Ryan Boland. And I don't think they're discussing putting him on here with O'Reilly and Walsh coming up, but maybe they are. Boland, a world-class hitter. Well, they're going to go right at him. Runners on second and third. 1 away now. Base hit will score 2. Boland drives this one to left. It is back. It is gone. Tie ball game. Ryan Boland, a first pitch swinging home run. And the defending champion, 3 Cheers Pub Bud Light of Newfoundland and Labrador, are back into this one. Ryan Boland with his second Bell Alliant bomb of the day. And we are all tied up. That should send this Twittersphere into a frenzy.
Now at bat for Team Newfoundland, the third baseman, number 22, Jeremy O'Reilly.
We are all tied up. Brand new game here in the top of the 6th. Right, courtesy of Ryan Boland. Driving that one over the left field fence. And off the facing of field number 2. Hold on to your hats, folks. Ryan Boland has tied this one up. The big bopper. O'Reilly takes strike 1. And this game is tied up more than a nurse at the health science. O'Reilly fouls that one back. No balls, 2 strikes. Blair Ezekiel back down the line to start throwing here. Jeremy O'Reilly, the 0-2, lets that one go for a ball. O'Reilly looking to follow that up. Good eye there, lets that go. Ball 2, 2-2. Still only 1 out here. And all of a sudden, there is some life on the 3 Cheers bench, and a game that looked to be in hand for the Sooke Loggers is now in question. O'Reilly swings and misses strike 3 as Barkman hops right back on the horse.
Now batting for the 3 Cheers Pub, the left fielder, number 6, Colin Walsh.
So Walsh will come in to hit. Walsh had a double his last time up, last inning. Was stranded on third base after being there with nobody out. Foul back. Here's the 0-1 to Colin Walsh. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. That one is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Barkman working against Colin Walsh. Swing and a miss. Walsh just missing that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two. Colin Walsh versus Tyson Barkman. Strike 3 on the inside corner, and that'll do it for 3 cheers in the top half of the 6th inning. They get 3 runs courtesy of the Ryan Bolin Bella Lion bomb. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th when it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Team BC. Todd Belton, Jesse Grieve, and the center fielder Nick Medvedrich.
Do you want to learn how to pitch or improve the pitching skills you already have? Then Can Pitch is for you. Can Pitch is Softball Canada's national pitching program and comprises of 6 weeks of fun and innovative training by qualified Can Pitch instructors. Visit softball.ca or contact your provincial or territorial association for more information.
Sean Cleary checking in on Twitter and gives a Ric Flair woo to that Ryan Bolin home run.
Now at bat for the Sooke Loggers, the left fielder number 16, Todd Belton.
So a brand new ball game, and Jason Hill is on here to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning. Todd Belton will lead off Jesse Grieve, and then the center fielder Medvedrich. Drilled out there to short, past Shane Bolin for a single. What a finish we've got shaping up here, folks. Hold on to your hats.
Now batting for the Sooke Loggers, the right fielder number 24, Jesse Grieve.
Jesse Grieve stepping in. You gotta expect a sacrifice bunt here from Grieve, the number 8 hitter. As we're in the bottom of the 6th here. O'Reilly playing in. Bolin playing in. Grieve wants to talk this one over with the coach, make sure he's got the right instructions going up there. Blair Esigal still down warming in the pen. Scott Life in the pen for the Loggers. Bunt laid down perfectly. Good job by Jeremy O'Reilly to let that one roll foul. Heads up ball there, as that was a near perfect bunt by Grieve. Steph Pickett checking in, the fiance of the recent hero, Ryan Bolin, who got this one tied back up. Steph's on a plane tomorrow morning to come here. I think Shane's lady Courtney is coming along as well. A lot of Newfoundlanders making the trip tomorrow. Marcia Hickey, Jason's girlfriend. Bolin overruns that one, and that's going to be an infield single for Grieve on the bunt. Now it's first and second, nobody out for the Sooke Loggers.
Fielder number 4, Nick Medvedrich.
So we're at the bottom of the order, Nick Medvedrich, and the boys are going to have to get ready for another sack bunt here. That's what I would expect. Get runners on second and third with one out in the top of your order coming up. Medvedrich squares the bunt, fouls that one back, strike one. So the excitement for Three Cheers is now turned to concern as there's 6-6 ties in jeopardy. One strike on the 9 here, Medvedrich. Runners on first and second. Another sack bunt opportunity. Right back to the pitcher, Hill. He throws it on to first. Justin Gill covering, and a perfectly executed sack bunt for Medvedrich, 1-4 for the first out. Runners move to second and third, and Chris Walushka has an opportunity to play hero in return for the Sooke Loggers.
11, Chris Walushka.
They're going to walk Walushka to pitch to Chad Bryden, load the bases. Bryden's grounded out to short and been hit by pitch twice. Obviously, Walushka regarded as a top hitter. He's got an RBI single and a run scored in this one. Reached on a drop third strike. This puts the force on at all bases. Makes the double play a little easier. And Bryden will have the opportunity to put the Loggers back on top.
Loggers is the third baseman, number 3, Chad Bryden.
Six score, 1 out. Chad Bryden at the dish. Swing and a miss, strike 1 from Jason Hill. This is gut check time here for Three Cheers Pub Bud Light. 1 away, 1 strike, bases loaded. Infield is playing in. Foul back to the backstop, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 6-6 tie in the bottom of the 6th inning between the Sooke BC Loggers and the defending champ Three Cheers Pub from St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, Ryan Kirk with a good pick. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Blair Esigo continues to loosen up down there on the sideline. Fans really getting into this one here now in the park. Great atmosphere. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hill gets set, and here's the pitch. Drilled into center field. Brad Esigo picks that up, guns it to the plate. 2 runs will score, and there's still 1 out. 8-6 now. Sooke back on top like Katy Perry.
Now batting for the Sooke Loggers is the second baseman, number 29, Andrew Medvedrich.
So now 8-6, the Loggers with the lead. Medvedrich, the second baseman, Andrew, steps in. He takes strike 1 from Hill. Grounded to second. Gill will pick it up onto first for the second out. And Blake Hunter will come in with 2 away, runners on second and third.
Now at bat for the Sooke Loggers is the first baseman, number 12, Blake Hunter.
Two down. Blake Hunter comes in. It's got 2 walks and a strikeout in this one. 2 runs scored. First pitch from Hill is high and inside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from Jason Hill. That's low and away, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Hill comes set. That's a rise ball in the outside corner. That was borderline strike call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. Here's the pitch from Jason Hill. That's low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That's a walk, and we're going to see Brian Banner with the bases loaded.
Now betting for the Team BC is the catcher, number 38, Brian Banner.
Looks like they're going to stick with Hill here, rather than go to Ezekiel, who's warming in the pen. 2 down. 8-6 is the score. Bases are loaded for Banner, who has a chance to blow this wide open. Jason Hill is running on fumes out there on the mound. Here's the pitch from Hill. Swing and a miss, high and outside on the rise ball from Hill. 1-1. This at-bat will define the rest of the game if it hasn't been defined already. Banner rips that to short. Justin Gill picks it up onto Shane Boland, and they get out of it. 3 cheers will head to the 7th inning, down 2 runs.
For Johnny Kelly.
So Tyson Barkman back out to work his 7th inning. John Kelly will pinch hit for Ryan Kirk to lead this one off. Barkman's given up 6 runs on 6 hits through 6 innings and has struck out 10. Coming into this one, John Kelly is 0 for 7 in the tournament. He's got a walk and a strikeout. Big John Kelly wearing 34 for Kelly's Pub, or for the 3 Cheers Pub. Kelly the veteran subbing in for the rookie Kirk. Or the sophomore Kirk, I guess. Kelly takes a drop ball inside for ball 1. One and 0 to John Kelly. Swing and a miss at that drop ball in the outside corner, 1-1. Some members of the Newfoundland Labrador Kelly's Pub squad here, taking this one in. Kelly rips that one up the middle, dies off the bat though, and one away here in the top of the 7th. Justin Gill will come to the plate.
Now batting for 3 Cheers Pub is the 2nd baseman, number 3, Justin Gill.
So Justin Gill will come on here with 1 out. 3 Cheers down to their last 2 outs. And really need Gill to get on here to bring it around to the top of the order for the Big Sticks. Gill shoot this one over to second, and he is retired 4-3. 2 down, and Bradley Ezekiel will come to the plate, the last hope for Newfoundland Labrador.
Now at bat for Team Newfoundland, the center fielder number 11, Brad Ezekiel.
So Ezekiel will try and keep this alive here for the defending champs. Brackman pitches Ezekiel inside, ball 1. So we've had a little bit of heroics here today, but it hasn't been enough so far for 3 cheers as the BC Bats have come alive and Tyson Brackman's been able to get the outs when need be. Ezekiel ground ball to short. Walushka will pick it up onto first, and that'll do it. The Sooke BC Loggers have shocked the defending champion 3 Cheers Pub, and that will put Sooke right back into the conversation. They are also in that logjam at 2-2, and the defending champs are just ahead of everyone at 3-1. So heading into the final day of the round robin, pretty much everybody now has a chance at a double life, and what else would you want if you're a ball fan? Coming down to the end of the round robin tomorrow, going to make for a lot of interesting situations. And Bill McLean will be on the air tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at noon, 12 o'clock. It'll be the Saskatoon Diamondbacks against these defending champ, 3 Cheers Pub.
Award is going to be handed over by one of the grounds, Mr. Al Phelan.
So they'll give out the Player of the Game awards.
Player of the Game for Team Newfoundland is number 5, Ryan Boland. Congratulations.
3 out of 4 games, Boland's been handed the Player of the Game award. He's getting a collection of T-shirts over there now for sure.
Player of the Game for Team BC is number 3, Chad Bryden.
Chad Bryden, the Player of the Game for Sooke. So that is the first loss for 3 Cheers Pub Bud Light in national competition since that fateful day in Owen Sound when the Kitchener Twins ran the table, including the championship game.
Again tomorrow at noon here at field number 1, we are going to have, let me see, Saskatchewan against the defending champions. We'll see you tomorrow.
So, folks, that'll do it.
And safe ride back home.
You've been watching an exclusive webcast of the 2014 Canadian Senior Men's Fastpitch Championships. My name is Chris Abbott. Thanks very much to everyone who tuned in. Thanks to the production and camera crew. We are done for tonight. Bill McLean will be back on the air for you tomorrow at noon. And it'll be the Diamondbacks from Saskatoon against the 3 Cheers Pub of Newfoundland and Labrador. Folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Get a good night's sleep. We'll see you back early tomorrow at noon for the final day of the round robin. Good night, everybody.